Hi, welcome back to Tamara's Tarot and Oracle channel. I thought I would finish off Brian Cormack's 7 life purpose questions. In my part 1 video, I answered questions 1 through 4, and I thought I would finish off with 5, 6, and 7. So let's get started. Number 5, where is your happiest place and what kind of beings live there? So I think I pretty much alluded to this in previous questions. My bedroom. It always has been, and I feel like spirit is very much with me, my guardian angels, and I'm sure when I was little, I don't know, actually, come to think of it, I wonder if I did have an imaginary friend. I think like if I had a celebrity crush or something like that, I kind of made believe that they were there with me, and it sounds kind of, I have never said that out loud. That's actually quite funny. Yeah, so definitely my bedroom. It's just, I call it my sanctuary, my safe haven, and it's just a place I very much like being on my own, preferably. I kick everyone out. No one's allowed in. No, it's a very, I guess it is a very spiritual place. I don't think I ever thought of it like that until now, really. But yeah, definitely think that my bedroom is a place I feel whole. Oh, and that's my miniature dachshund Daisy in the background. She's a kvetcher, which means she whines and moans and groans a lot. Oh yeah, sorry. So the tarot card that I pulled from that, and once again, I am using one of my all-time favorite tarot decks, Tarot of Inspiration. And the card that I pulled for that is the Princess of Wands. Quite a feisty, fiery, youthful energy. She's so cute, so pretty. And I wrote a couple notes in regards to that. The Princess of Wands, so feisty, fire, yes, imaginative, lots of wild ideas, but it's about the beginning of creative fervor and the feeling of perhaps feeling infallible, that anything is possible. As I'd mentioned before, I feel safe, it's my safe haven, and I guess it's just where a lot of creativity can take place and has taken place, like with writing and scrapbooking and all kinds of creative projects that have mostly taken root in my room. So yes, number 6. If every single experience, good or bad, had been carefully planned to train you for a specific destiny, what would that destiny be? Brian, I have to say this is my favorite question. It just is. I don't know, I just feel like it envelops the bigger picture. And I would say 2 words, know thyself. And in doing so, helping others to know themselves. I feel like this life, I think I do believe in reincarnation, but I mean, although our soul lives on, in our physical being, we have one life, and in that sense, and, I think it would be such a shame if you left it before knowing who you truly were. And that's about experiencing and living life to the fullest. And there's a lot of fear with that, certainly, and a lot of obstacles and challenges, and for some people more than others. And we each have our own life path, and we each have our own journey. And, I believe just to be true to ourselves and be as authentic as possible is what's going to help guide us in the right direction. And I believe that, by knowing who I am, which, I mean, I'm 35, I know I'm pretty good at, I'm pretty self-aware, I want to say, but I mean, oh my God, I still so much to learn, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I would be pretty skeptical if I sort of knew everything at this point. I hope to be, I'd hope to have many more years ahead of me where I'm just continually discovering things or even rediscovering things. I think that's really important. And I think it's exciting when there's still so much yet to be done, especially as you get older later on in life, not having done everything so early on, or just kind of like, feeling that childlike giddiness and joy when you're, even if you're rediscovering something that you discovered, whenever, and now you're kind of seeing it for the first time, maybe through a different lens, based on your life experience and your mindset and all that stuff. But yeah, basically helping others gain perspective and clarity on who they are, and I feel like my purpose in life is to help others in some capacity. I think by doing so, it's also helping myself. I think my life path is really accepting who I am. So self-love plays a big part in that. And I think part of that journey is also helping others, because it does give me a sense of fullness when I do that. The tarot, actually 2 cards popped out, and funny enough, they were both wands energies, the Queen and then the Knight. And that's so funny because then so this deck has a princess as well as the page. So there's an extra royal in each family. So I have the princess from the Tarot of Inspiration, and then the Queen and the Knight. So that's a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration, a lot of moving and shaking, and a lot of things, and a lot of moving around, maybe like meeting people and crossing paths with many different kinds of people and sharing those experiences. She barks and I lose my train of thought. Okay. I feel like she's getting antsy, so I got to move this along. Number 7, if time, money, ability, prior commitments, and your own personal beliefs were no obstacle to you doing whatever you wanted to do, what would you start doing today? I'd love to be an artist. Create. Whatever it is, I want to be a creator. And an artist would be amazing. I mean, I could create my own tarot deck. I could own and open an art gallery with my own creations, and also creations based on pre-existing art. And yeah, oh my gosh, I just really admire people who are that talented. I draw like a 3-year-old, and I say that, but there are even 3-year-olds that draw better than I do. And it's funny because as a kid, my mom would get me, like, she'd buy me these books, like to sketch and to trace and practice drawing. And I just never, I was terrible at seeing anything through. So I'd kind of started and then lose interest and toss it to the side. So I feel like if I had taken a little bit more, I guess, incentive with that, I would have possibly developed better artistry skills. Maybe not. I feel like a lot of it's innate. You can teach yourself quite a bit, but I feel like an artist, they're born that way. Like there's just something about them that comes from within, that they just, they can perfect it through practicing and studying and all the rest. And I mean, I'm sure there are people for sure that are self-taught, but I feel like it's a certain skill, it's a certain ability that, I feel like ability is like innate, and a skill can be taught, perhaps. I feel like it's sort of like it's there in them to begin with. I'm a visual person, and I love putting things together, colors and patterns and designs and things like that. So I think I'm pretty creative in that sense. And I feel like whatever you can be creative in, you don't have to be a singer or a dancer or, an artist or an actor, whatever. But whatever it is, you can kind of just, there's so many different ways and outlets of being creative that, but I would love to, and have not a book signing, but you sign your art and everything, people line up from miles away, and I mean, this is your work that you're showcasing, that you poured your blood, sweat, and tears into, and it's just sort of an essence of yourself and an extension of who you are. And I mean, you can do that in other ways, as I just said. I mean, poetry. I used to write a lot of poetry. I even remember one of my poems was published in my grade 12 yearbook, the year I didn't get a yearbook. I wasn't a fan of that year. And I can kick myself now. Not that I don't have the original poem, but just to see it published in the yearbook, it would have been really nice. I'm sure it's in the archive somewhere. Anyway, I'm getting way off. So I pulled a tarot for that one, and what did I get? Oh, yes. Very wandsy energy, the Chariot. I feel like it's like, yes, go for it. You know, you're gonna be victorious, but you just got to persevere. So whatever that is. So, you know, I might not be able to be an artist per se, but I certainly do have creative ideas and creative vision, and I can definitely combine those and put them into something really fruitful. And it's just I feel like it's one of the most positive cards, and being the major arcana as well, it certainly, you know, helps to reinforce that even further. So yeah, those are the 7 questions. I'm done. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. No. Oh, I made notes here earlier about the Queen and the Knight of Wands, but I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I feel like they're also people who exude a lot of warmth, and I think that's really nice. And I think when you're touching people in whatever way you're able to, you want to exude that warmth and show that kind of compassion. So I think it's really important. But yeah, it's a life work, right? Like figuring out who we are and our life purpose, you know, why we're here and what we're meant to do. And yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. So anyway, thank you for watching my part 2. And thank you to Brian Cormack. I don't know why I want to keep saying McCormack. Brian Cormack Carr. There. Anyway, thanks again so much for watching Tamara's Tarot and Oracle channel. I will be back soon, and I will see everybody soon. Thanks. Bye.